maybe it's just here in the United States, but I have picked up on this subtle mannerism that especially happens here in the United States. People refer to Africa as a country and not a continent. It's obviously a continent that contains many countries. And it's easy to think, when we think of Africa, the continent, it's easy to think of people who have this certain look, because here in the United States, when we think of African, we think of African American. But I know that Africa, the continent, has countries that contain people who do not have that same DNA that we think of when we think of someone who is African. But I think what happens is there's so many countries in Africa, and here in the United States, there's not enough reason to really distinguish all the different ones. Kenya versus Ethiopia versus Nigeria, etc. And so what we do is we just generically say Africa, and we do this so regularly. As we think of Africa in our brain thinks, even though we know better, it's as if our brain thinks we're just talking about a country, and it's as if we treat the whole continent of Africa as if it were a country and not a continent. That's nothing groundbreaking, but I think it needed to be said, and I think it needs to be discussed, and perhaps there's more that we need to say about it, which I'll pass the torch, I'll pass the mic to you to take it right here in the comments.